I would like to call the August 6, 2019 Board of Education meeting to order. At this time, I'd like to ask Ms. Kraft to lead us in the invocation and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Okay, thank you. The group of frogs. As a group of frogs were traveling through the woods, two of them fell into a deep pit. When the other frogs crowded around the pit and saw how deep it was, they told the two frogs there was no hope left for them. However, the two frogs decided to ignore what the others were saying, and they proceeded to try and jump out of the pit. Despite their efforts, the group of frogs at the top of the pit were still saying that they should just give up, that they would never make it out. Eventually, one of the frogs took heed to what the others were saying, and he gave up, falling down to his death. The other frog continued to jump as hard as he could. Again, the crowd of frogs yelled at him to stop the pain and just die. He jumped even harder and finally made it out. When he got out, the other frog said, "Did you not hear us?" The frog explained to him that he was deaf. He thought they were encouraging him the entire time. The moral of this story is that people's words can have a big effect on others' lives. Think about what you say before it comes out of your mouth. It might just be the difference between life and death. Thank you. Let's rise and say the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, I need a motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any discussion? Motion carries. Public comment session. Ms. Jones, did we have anyone sign up for the public comment session? Thank you very much. Now, at this time, we'll have our student board member reports. Sydney?
All right. So, to start off with JP Knapp will be kicking off the school year this coming Thursday, August 8th. We look forward to another great year. And our COA classes will be starting on Thursday, August 15th, and this will also be the day for the JP Knapp open house starting at 5 p.m.
For CCHS, here at the castle, our fall sports practices have officially started, and we can't wait to see all the great things our student athletes will be accomplishing this upcoming season. Freshman orientation will be held August 21st, Wednesday, and our first day of school will be August 26th.
Okay, that was quick tonight. Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
More.
Okay.
Open houses for the elementary schools. They take place on August 21st, and then depending on the school, they range from about 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. August 30th will be an early release day throughout our county for the long Labor Day weekend, and the first day of school for all traditional schools will be Monday, August 26th.
Okay.
And
Is that it? Anything else? Okay, thank you very much. I hope y'all are enjoying your summer.
Of course we are.
I know you are. Consent agenda. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
So moved.
I did that.
Wait a minute. Did we want to pull something out of it and discuss
I don't
it?
want to pull, I'd like to discuss.
Well, we have to discuss it after the second.
Yes.
Did you want
Second.
Okay, any discussion?
Yes. So I know we had a little bit of discussion on Title I plan for 2019-2020 school year. But after looking at this information that included Central and Jarvisburg and Griggs and Shawboro,
Will?
excuse me. So after looking over the Title I for Central, Jarvisburg, W.T. Griggs, and Shawboro Elementary, I would just like to, Dr. Luce, do you have the numbers as to what it would be for Knox Island if we didn't take the option that you indicated? That's all I was wondering.
Well, we're still giving Knox Island $31,000.
Yeah.
Basically, that $31,000 rolls to the other four buildings, but we're still funding them at about $31,000.
And they had 37% of their
No, they had
students-
37 total students.
37 students.
So you're saying that the money that we're getting for Knott's Island, instead of including them, you're dispersing it among the other 4 schools, but then we're using other monies to put that into?
We're using, yes,
Isn't there one of those schools that we're funding that's not a Title I?
no, there are, and years ago, before I got in this role, we did support Moyoc
Okay.
at elementary.
so. I thought
and
I
treated them
remembered
like
that.
a Title I school and gave them the same services
Okay.
or similar services. We used to also have multiple aides at Charborough, but our funds keep dwindling down.
Okay.
We're able to, I think I outlined what each building is getting this year. And again, we're not taking anything away from Knott's Island whatsoever.
Right.
We're still keeping their TA, we're still tracking the data. It was just a way, and again, working with Chris Vincian, who was the guy who does this work at the state level, he said that makes a lot of sense. He said, I don't know why you guys didn't take them out years ago if you're still going to fund them.
So the funding allocated is per pupil because, is that correct?
Yes, it breaks down as if you're paying per pupil within those buildings.
So it's basically a bookkeeping?
It's bookkeeping.
Okay.
Per eligible pupil, right? Or per total?
Per eligible pupil in the building. And eligible is based on free and reduced. Kids that applied for free and reduced.
Okay. Okay.
And
Yes, sir, and I'm not disputing that. What I'm trying to understand is, so are you saying that some of the funding from these other schools reverts back to Knott's Island?
No.
Local funds.
local funds do.
Okay.
We're basically moving money around that we would have used that money either way.
Yes,
Like
sir.
last year, Knott's Island got only half of a teacher's assistant.
Yes, sir.
We paid for the other half out of local funds, either way. So we're basically just moving money around of what we were going to spend the money one way or the other. We're just moving it around and making it easier to get the formulas to work inside of the document.
Yes, sir, and my only question is, if Knott's Island was still part of this equation, would it have an adverse effect on these other 4 schools without using the local dollars for Knott's Island? What I mean is, if they were a part of this equation,
They'd get less.
these schools would get less.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was trying to follow. and
Sorry, I
understand. I'm
didn't-
sorry it wasn't direct.
But you're using the money that those schools would use some other way to fund Knott's Island, is that?
Local money.
Yes,
Local money,
we've been
yes,
supporting. We've been supporting the other schools with. We've been calling people title positions that really we're not really able to pay for them with title dollars anymore. But we're continuing to provide that support because that's what those buildings need. Lori did a wonderful job of having a lot of carryover funds this year, and so we were able to provide even a little bit more to the buildings. I am a little bit concerned going into next year, and this is, and Angela Rodriguez talks about this a little bit as well. Our free and reduced numbers are actually going down. They're not going, which is great, right? Because our economy's well, our people are employed, but our numbers are actually going down a little bit. I pulled numbers last year that help, but if our numbers continue to go down, our funding will go down with it. It's just a.
And then the board would have to make a decision of whether to maintain the support services that the Title I dollars, federal dollars, used to pay for, or whether we eliminate the services, or whether you pay for them now at a local because your funding allocation from the federal government dropped.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And I will check into that, Ms. Rose, with the teachers. And I talked to Mr. Stefanik on the way over. I'm going to go ahead and submit it. If we need to make an adjustment,
Okay.
then we can go back and make an adjustment down the road. If it's going to affect teachers and
Okay.
their funding, we can, or
Thank you.
their loans and such, we can go back.
Thank you.
Okay. Any further discussion?
No.
Okay, we have a first and we have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Consent agenda is approved. Information items. We have a scheduled work session on September 5th at the Knapp Professional Learning Center at 4 p.m. Our Board of Education meeting is also the same day, September 5th, at the historic Currituck County Courthouse here at 6:30. We are calling a special board meeting to be held this Monday, the 12th of August, at 6 p.m. at Moyock Elementary School. And we would like to ask any and all parents, grandparents, anyone that would like to be in attendance to be there at that meeting Monday night at 6 at Moyock Elementary. We have our convocation is going to be held August 20th at 12 o'clock at Currituck County Middle School. So please put that on your calendar. This time we have board members' comments and our superintendent comments. And I would like to start with Ms. Kraft.
Okay, thank you. Well, there's not been a lot of activity going on, but I did visit Jarpsburg Elementary last week, and I've also been observing all the activity that's been going on at our schools. Our maintenance department has been very busy, and everything's looking good. And I want to wish all the teachers and students and staff a great school year. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Rose?
Well, I hope everybody's had a wonderful summer and had some fun, and you're ready to come back to school for a great year. There's not been a lot going on to go and visit, but I do know that our fall athletes at the high school started practicing officially on the 1st of August, I believe, so I hope they all have great seasons, safe, and I know that Knapp started, our faculty, was it this week?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And so I hope they're going to have a great year as well, and that's it.
Thank you. Mr. Craddock?
Okay. Well, I would like to also hope that everyone had a great summer and looks forward to starting school here. I believe it's on the 26th this year of August. And I hope everybody is thinking about the bills that Bobby Hannick has hopefully going to get passed tomorrow that will have a great impact on Currituck County, from the isolated schools to the bus efficiency waiver. And I hope that goes through. And I'd like to say God bless Currituck County, and have a good rest of your summer.
Thank you, Mr. Craddock. Mr. Stefanik?
Thank you, Ms. Etheridge. Just like a public service announcement for folks that really don't know what happens over the summer, in a school district, as a way of recognizing departments and thanking people. The maintenance department, pretty much from the time the last student leaves the campus in June until we reopen again in August, they're working on maintenance and repairs, and we have outside contractors coming in, and so they're running around pretty good every day of the week from, again, the last day of school till we get ready to kick things off on August 26th. So thanks to them, and congratulations for all the work they're able to accomplish every summer. At the same time, not maybe physically running, but definitely the adrenaline's going just as fast in the HR department. And so Ms. Mackin and Melissa are going full tilt all summer to make sure that we can open up the school year with all of our positions filled. And thank you for all the work that they do. They get supported by Dr. Lutz and Ms. Dowdy as well, trying to make sure that every position in every department is filled. You'll hear at the beginning of the school year that there are some districts that have a very unfortunate number of unfilled positions. Those numbers are high, and knock on wood, we haven't experienced that here. We might have a specialty class or two teachers, but out of several hundred, teachers, if we just have one or two missing, that's about the highest we've ever been. So that says something for Currituck County. The teachers want to be here and come and work for the school district. And so, again, hats off to HR and the rest of the folks. Finance office, They change over from one year to the next. Their favorite activity every year is closeout, and they just love doing that and having the auditor come in and take a peek at all their work and seeing how things are going. But right as that is going, when the calendar hits July 1st, we're into ordering and making sure that we have supplies, resources, and contracts in place so that this upcoming school year can start without a hitch. So thanks to them for all their work over there. They do get a chance in all these departments to take a vacation, but it's just a couple days here and there, and the rest of the summer they're working just like folks in the business world. We don't get summers off like the students do. There's a lot of things to get done to prepare for the next school year. So I'm fortunate to work with dedicated folks that just put their head down and put the pedal to the metal, as they would say, and get these things done.
Yes.
So we're looking forward to a great beginning of the school year, and we'll see everybody on convocation, if not before.
Sounds good. Yeah, thank you so much. Everybody's been working really hard behind the scenes, as Mr. Stefanik stated. It takes a village. When you go to the schools and you see everybody working and the beautification that's taking place, it's really a wonderful place to live. Currituck County is. Tonight you see that Bill Dobney is not present here at our meeting. He has some health concerns, and so please keep Bill in your prayers for a full recovery. He's doing pretty good, but it's a daily battle, so please continue to lift him up in prayer. Great summer. I can't believe it's August. We were just having all of our end of the school year celebrations, and it's just gone by in a flash. And I hope everyone has enjoyed their summer, and you've been with family and friends and been to the beach and just enjoyed every single minute. At this time, I would like to ask for a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved. Second.
Have a first and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you very much.